I wasn't expecting this. For the longest time, I thought I had my entire career figured out. I spent 25 years in the film industry. Honestly, it feels like yesterday, but that's a quarter of a century. I started at the bottom, worked hard, learned every opportunity I could, and became a member of the different unions that represent the roles I worked in. I truly believed this would be my career until retirement. But as the years passed, something started to change. 5 years before 2023, I found myself asking a question I couldn't ignore. Is this how I want to spend the rest of my life? When I first started working, my parents were younger and still working themselves. My focus was simple. I wanted to help make sure we had a home where they could retire without worrying about rent. We eventually achieved that goal, and I'm incredibly grateful. But somewhere along the way, I realized I had been so focused on working that I wasn't creating enough memories. My work days were long. Many weeks, I barely saw my parents. When I got home, I was exhausted, and Saturdays were for recovering, and Sundays were for preparing for another busy week. Then another realization hit me. My parents were getting older. And so was I. I knew there could come a day when they would need me even more, and I asked myself a difficult question. Would my current lifestyle allow me to be present for them? The honest answer was no. So I started looking for another option. I didn't know what it looked like, but I knew I wanted more flexibility, more balance, and another path I could build alongside my experience. Then 2023 happened. The film industry experienced a major setback that lasted for months. What first felt like uncertainty eventually became the push I needed. Instead of seeing it only as a setback, I chose to see it as an opportunity to begin again. I became a beginner. I started learning digital skills, new technology, and a completely different way of thinking. And I discovered something about myself that had always been there. I love learning. And even more, I love helping others learn. So looking back, I realized I wasn't just changing careers. I was stepping into a new season of purpose. Life has a way of redirecting us. Sometimes what feels like a setback is actually preparing us for something we couldn't see it yet. For years, I tried to force my own plans. Eventually, I learned to trust God more than my own timeline. So if one door closed, I stopped asking, why me? And I started asking, what is God trying to show me? That simple change in perspective has shaped my life. It's why one of my favorite sayings today is, go with the flow. Not because life is always easy, but because I learned that God often redirects us for a reason. Sometimes one decision can completely change the direction of your future. So tell me, I'd love to hear your story. What unexpected decision changed the direction of your life? Share it in the comments.